What's going on, y'all? My name is Enoch. I'm here to inspire, motivate, and encourage you to be the best version of you that you could possibly be. I know that ain't an easy task, but let's go. Welcome back to Divine Motivation Podcast. I really appreciate you tuning in. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, send it to somebody. If you're listening, send it to somebody. Follow the Instagram, Divine Motivation _ I said this last week. We are on iTunes and Spotify. So tune in if you ain't got time to watch it. You're not a YouTube person. You're a listener. Plug it in and let's do it. Okay. So if you've been watching or listening for a while now, you notice that I don't really like to rush past things. Sometimes I want to go to the next thing, but it's like, nah, there's something else here. So we've been talking about for the past couple of weeks about, our purpose, our calling, our dreams, our goals, things that we want to accomplish, but sometimes we get off track and we fall off and we don't really follow through. We quit so easily. One of the other things that I realized is the issue is comparison. Comparison, not even comparing as a person or personality, comparing someone's journey, right? A lot of times we're on a journey and we may not see the fruits of it so early, right? And we may look at somebody else that's on a journey and it looks like they're flourishing. And it's like, man, they just started and I'm seeing the fruits that they're bearing. It seems like everything's going good for them, right? And I realized something. A lot of the things that we see, especially in this social media world, where everything is just overnight sensation, we get so caught up in how fast their journey is or they've reached a so-called success that we don't realize there's a certain type of success that's not sustainable. We talked about foundation last week. There's a certain type of success that's fabricated. So I'm going to give you an example. Let's say my grass is rotten in front of the house. It's just patches everywhere. And I decide, you know what? I want to get this grass green. And I start digging, because before you do that, you got to dig up all the old grass. You got to get that soil broken down, right? And then you don't see no grass, it's just dirt. And my neighbor sees me doing that, and his grass is kind of messed up too. And he goes, you know what? That's a good idea. I'm going to go ahead and do my grass too. And I'm like, all right, cool, man. That's what's up. Let's do it. So you doing your thing. You doing your thing. You done got it up and you going through the whole process. So now okay, got to get the fertilizer, got to get the seeds to put in there so that the grass could grow evenly and green and sustainable and no patches and all of that, right? Now you're going through that process. It's taking time. The seeds ain't grown yet. There's no green grass yet. All you see is dirt, but the seeds are underneath, right? Now, you see your neighbor, they started out the same way. They dug it all up. They got the dirt. It's all dirt now. So from your point of view, all right, we at the same spot, right? But now, all of a sudden, you come out one day and you still got dirt in front of your house. The seeds is planted. You're watering it every single day. You look over and you see green grass. Like I'm talking about the brightest green you ever seen. Like perfectly cut. It looks like somebody cut it with a razor. And then you're like, wait, how they get that? We was both doing the same thing. Just the other day, he had dirt just like mine. And now you're looking at what you have and now you're like, you know what? I'm not going to water this no more, man. What I'm doing is not working. Because now you're comparing. Like he did something that made his grass grow like that. I'm doing something wrong. So you know what? I'm going to just scratch this whole thing. Not realizing the reason they got green grass so quickly and it's so clean and so sharp and looks so precise is because they went and bought turf. They went and bought turf for their grass, and now you're looking at your grass like, yo, I'm seeding this, I'm watering this. Why I don't see no green grass yet? When they didn't do all that. They went and bought green turf, artificial turf, put it on the dirt, lined it up, literally rolled it out on the dirt, and now it looks like they have the best grass in the world. When all you had to do was just keep planting. Keep watering. Keep doing what you're doing, not worrying about what they're doing. The key here is to keep doing what you're doing. Forget about what you see. That's not real grass. That's artificial. That's not sustainable. There's no real... He can't go talk to somebody about how to get green grass because he didn't do it. All he can tell you is like, yo, I just bought turf. And then I was like, oh, okay. Now you're in the dirt. Your pants is dirty. You got your hose out every day. You watering that seeds. And now you starting to see it grow. Eventually. It takes time though. That's the thing. But guess what? When you finally start to see that little piece of grass growing up, the satisfaction is unbelievable. You've done something. You've accomplished something that you set out to do. Because if you would have rolled out that green carpet, basically, on your grass in the front yard, it would have been cool, look nice for a while. But you wouldn't appreciate it. You'd look at it like, oh, it's nice. But some on the inside wouldn't be fulfilled. You'll be searching for the next thing. And you'll always be cheating yourself through the process. So now that you start to see that green grass come up, and somebody walks past and they say, man, I remember a couple months ago. Now they're looking at the other person like, yo, a couple weeks ago you just had dirt. How'd you do that? I just put some green grass on it. Just rolled it out like carpet. And now somebody come to you is like, wow, that's a different kind of green. Like, that looks like it's nourished. That looks like it's mature. It's maturing so well. What did you do? Now you can go, well, what I did was blah, blah, blah. Took the dirt up, had to put some seeds, had to water it constantly, had to stay on top of it, had to make sure all these patches, all these things was taken care of. Now you know, now you can break it down to somebody how to do it. Now that person, they can't. And now they're missing something because now all of a sudden, when yours finally grow, everybody was like, wow, look at that grass. I remember seeing that process. I remember when it was just nothing but dirt for weeks and months. I remember seeing when there was a little bit of grass and it finally grew. And now the other person's looking like, now they wishing they had what you had. So stop getting so caught up in others' journeys, man. We do that so much. And we forfeit our purpose and our calling because it doesn't look like what somebody else is doing. What's for you is for you. Your journey is your journey. Stop looking for verification from others. Verify yourself. Know in your heart, like, yo, I'm doing this the right way. I'm putting in that work. I'm taking the time to dig. I'm taking the time to plant these seeds all through all the corners. I'm taking time to really water this thing. I'm watching it grow. I'm understanding the process. And that's how you really separate yourself. And that's how you keep going in your journey. You gotta kind of have them blinders on. And that's how you make it. And that's how you never quit. And I appreciate y'all tuning in to today's episode. Divine Motivation Podcast. Remember, follow Instagram, Divine Motivation _ Spotify, iTunes, all of that. We're going to do this again next week. I don't know what we're talking about, but we figure it out. I'll see you.